Hi, this is not a game dev log. This weekly has the Great One, which does 6 damage to every pet when you buy it in the shop. And the eagle has exactly 5 health, as you can see here. And it will spawn on Faint a tier 6. So my idea this week was to do basically the eagle lottery, the eagle casino. Which is to try to get 4 eagles and then buy the Great One and try to win with what comes out. They are tier 6s, so they should be decent, but they will have very low stats because they are always fixed at 5-5. So here we find the Great One. We buy it instantly, we freeze the cornucopia and let's see the effect. What do we get out of this? Yeah, that's one of the that's one of the opportunities. This is the second time I prepared everything. We are on turn 20 now with only 1 heart and we need 2 more wins. Let's see what comes out of the casino here. We buy sell the oyster and then we buy the Great One. 4 more chances. What do we get? Okay, this is at least a team. Orca has an ability. The back Phoenix is nice. We have the Piranha. Is it enough to win here? We do need some foods and we really are lacking in stats. So I fear for the worst. Let's see the fight. Grotesque rodents here. Well, this is a huge team with 2 level 3s in the back. So I'm afraid that this 2 will not be enough. It's always funny to see what pets comes out of the Orca. In my opinion, it's just a bad pet for a tier 6. So this is close to our 3rd attempt. We had the back Phoenix with Mushroom level 2 to keep us drawing. This weekly is decently easy to keep drawing a lot, but we are again in a late turn. Turn 16 with 2 hearts this time on our 3rd attempt. I had some attempts in between, but they were not close. And let's see what we get here. Okay. At least we are alive, but is it any good? Well, we have the mushroom frozen, so the Wolverine might even come in handy, but it's tough to find the right order here. The Piranha in the front is nice. I just take anything I can get. We have 2 hearts. So let's see where we can get. Of course, we will stay alive, but the rules I set for myself is no selling anymore, so I can upgrade the pets and add health food. This opponent doesn't have the biggest of stats, but still they have, the Phoenix, basically. So, up to our 4th attempt here. Here I do a half-hearted attempt at leveling the eagle, but of course his health has to stay below 6. We even have the evil book, and here I just in time find the Great One. Let's see what gets out here. We are now on turn 12 with 2 hearts, so at least we get a little bit easier opponents. We should get them. But the 5-5 Gorilla and the 5-5 Piranha, as we find the animation bug here, they are just so weak. And this guy has no ability as well. We have the evil book still. But how are we going to survive this if we kill our own team and we end up with the back microbe? So on to our 5th attempt. Here we can see that I tried leveling the eagles because it means we get 10 10s. But of course we have to get the stats below 7, so maximum 6. So that's another issue. So here we had everything prepared. Even I froze the Great One. But I still have to find the cake, the Eat Me cake, which reduces 2 health and adds attack, which doesn't matter because we are going to feign it anyway. We are still on 3 hearts because we have a decent team with all these eagles and the back Phoenix. I even froze this because the only thing I'm looking for here is the Eat Me cake, which we find a little too late, but next turn we are ready. This is actually a good team with not a lot of stats. Our opponent doesn't have a lot of stats either here. And they do remove our backline. So I'm not sure if we're going to win here. We lose our Sabertooth Summon. We get another Great One. All these runs are very chaotic with Phoenix and with Great One. But we do win here. So we are on 8 wins, 3 hearts. Turn 17. We sell the Phoenix. We have the 5555 Eagle. Let's see if you're quick enough to spot my mistake here. We're going to see it here. We sell the Oyster. That's not the issue. We buy the Great One for the 5th time. But I had garlic on this Eagle. So that's of course not alright. We need to feint this guy. So I'm looking for Pill here. And we do find it. So I still count this. But I have to be aware next time not to make the same mistake. A Mushroomed Phoenix will spawn the younglings and the crisps after another. And here we just crisp once basically, because we crisp everything, but we only crisp once. And we are fairly close actually. Although we still have the level 2 Phoenix to deal with. But we have 2 more hearts, but we are still on very late turns. So let's see how this ends up here. Yeah, these orderings are so bad. I could have taken the Piranha there for some extra attack. But leveling up the Phoenix is nice. Now I've put the Tiger behind the Piranha. Still a useless Wolverine, a useless Great One. Very big stats at the opponent. And again the back Phoenix, of course. So still we are basically chanceless. If that's even a word. And then we have one more try. What should we need here? I'm basically looking for mushrooms and we find one. Could have given it to the Great One or to the Phoenix. But the Phoenix maybe allows us to draw. Let's see. Well, this has a very big front line. Again, the back Phoenix. We do get loads of attack. And loads of crisp. So we're actually, again, quite close if you forget about their Phoenix and they get a Nessie. I made basically a kind of tier list where, of course, the worst thing you can get, luckily I only get it in the first try, is the Great One. And by far the best S tier pet is Phoenix. So mostly to stay alive I'm relying on Leech Camel and also I find out that Leech is very nice to reduce the stats as well. So we don't have to rely on finding cakes, although there are again some mistakes to make. But let's see what comes out of the Great One. We get one level 2 Piranha, one Tiger, Walrus, which is definitely also in the A tier from what we can get, because it is something that has a strong ability without depending on stats. But we are on 6 wins here, so maybe I just could have tried to win a little bit longer even with my Eagles, which are very strong as I've been drawing a lot and also winning a lot. Very good Peanut here, but we still have the back Phoenix to face. Can we recover this team quickly enough? We have a lot frozen. I'd start with the Cornucopia, get the Stake, which is a very good get, I think. Level nothing basically, but if we by some miracle stay alive, we can maybe get a level 2 Tiger. Wow. Let's see how we fare here. Chickens are a good sight, but not with the huge gorilla behind. Our 5/5 ant. Almost is big enough. Just kidding. So our 7th attempt. Still, I find it hard to believe that it's possible to win at all. Also here we are just starting the turn with 2 Eagles, which I did manage to whittle down with the Leech. And we find exact the right amount of gold and the exact time to still go for it. We have the 2 level 6 Eagles. I'm starting to put them to the left. So maybe the ordering when a Great One comes out is less bad, but I think it's impossible to survive. And I think this is the best result yet. We have the Walrus. We have 2 Phoenixes, one of which is level 2. Phoenixes. We have the level 2 Orca, but we only have 1 heart. So I think with the Peanut maybe landing on the Orca, it will be a whole different story. Now we have the 50 attack, but it doesn't matter. We have no health anyway. But it does take our whole team, and we even replace our own Peanut. So do we stand a chance? I don't think so against Hopsasat 3. On to our 8th attempt. Are we good here? Yes, we are ready. And I also froze the mushroom. And I think mushroom grade 1 is still worth it. Although, is it? Because all our pets will be 5/5s, except for the 2. So maybe it is. Let's see what we... Oh no. We get, again, the grade 1. The level 2 grade 1 even. So basically, it doesn't matter the order I think that I put this in. But we do now have the level 2 grade 1 with mushroom in the back. We also have the crisp. So I just decided to combine. We almost have the level 3 grade 1 with mushroom here. And we have the young phoenix. This is just a dumb team. I don't think it can survive against any team basically. But it's one of the more funny results again. Yeah. Ratatatatat. It looked close for a second, let's just say that. Attempt number 9. So I was able to get into the situation where I could buy the grade 1 onto the eagles. Quite okay, so here we again are back to only cake strats. So I need to find the last cake because I sold my leech. This is, I think, still a very strong team, but we are only on 1 heart. But here I'm thinking, okay, let's just do the 10 tries. This is our 9th attempt. I think it took about 1 in 2 runs. I was able to get here, although maybe in a bad situation like this, where you still have to get 4 wins with the crazy draw here with the backwards wheel. So I thought I just do 10. I had the 9 piece in attempt 4 from the top of my head. So I think all these casinos are fun to watch, so just get the 10. But we are on our 9th here, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm looking for the cake here. I don't find it, but I do find the pill. And again, I just accept that that's fine too. So what do we have here? We have the 5/5 oyster. We do have the level 2 Sabertooth. We have the level 2 Wolverine, which we still have to find the mushroom for it to be any use. Not worth it to find to increase the cornucopia because we have the direct mushroom available as well. But we have to survive this round, which is a fun build. We can say that. It will be a lot of snipes. And see how much flies off the screen here from our Sabertooth. There's just no space. We didn't even get to attack once. And the 10th attempt. Here I am on 5 hearts and 9 wins, so I'm winning too quickly. But I have to get the great one still. I have to get the 5th eagle, which I find here. But I don't want to win, so I'm now putting the leech in the back. We can get this under 5 or at 6 health. I had frozen the chocolate, but we don't want to win here. That's always a bit strange. Drawing is fine. But this isn't a very strong team, so but of course the wheel grade 1 is very strong, so it is a strong team basically. Depends a lot on what comes out here. And we draw, so that's a good result in this case. Shout out to my previous wheel grade 1 2 squad, which you can see in a previous video. So again, we need to find the grade 1. I'm still brave enough to level the grade 1, but now I have to draw another turn or lose another turn because I have to get the health down first. This is just so wasteful. I could have won so easily with our orange rodents, but it is the 10th one, so let's make it a nice one. Either get rich or die trying, something like that. Here we get a nice preview of what we want to get. Phoenixes is what we want to get. No Wolverines, and we lose here. But we still have the 4 hearts, and we are ready. So we basically have 3 turns to get our team up and running if we don't fully ruin ourselves. A bit slow-mo for more suspense. And look what we get. This is a triple S1 B tier get, so very nice. And we even have the Phoenix frozen as well, which we can add up add for just for the stats as well. It's basically a 4/4 of stats. Nothing else we can buy this turn. But is this then maybe the magic 10th attempt? Let's see. Overt pets, one big unit, but also scary peanuts. Doesn't look too good. But Phoenix can do a lot of damage and replace a lot of health foods. And let's see that. There we go. The 10th attempt of the Eagle Casino. Do try this at home. It's a lot of fun, but it's also nerve-wracking. And yeah, Phoenix strong, basically. That's it for this video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching.